They will travel, as Ryan Clark articulated on Friday. We know this. Micah Parsons, who I've called the second coming of LT. We recognize all of that. I understand. This is First Take, baby. And I listened to you and that ridiculous drivel that you just spewed for the past 10 minutes. Trying to be the second coming of T.D. Jakes. I know you're trying to take his job. You know he's going to retire sometime in the future. You know what I'm saying?
No, talking the talk, walking the walk is the problem.
There we go. I understand. But you moving on the right path. And the gospel that you spew is very, very admirable. You've come a long way. But you know something, Michael Irvin? You know something, Dan Orlovsky? Since Cooper Rush has been in the starting lineup, obviously the AFC champions, Cincinnati Bengals. I'd like to remind you, Michael Irvin, last 3 quarterbacks he's beaten is Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, and obviously a Matthew Stafford with no offensive line who looks like a shell of himself right now, and you know it.
I agree.
Okay, so now we go to, stay with me. Don't mumble. Listen. Don't mumble. Okay. Listen. I also saw Micah Parsons fending off, a hamstring. A groin injury. Groin, I'm sorry. Right. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. We know that doesn't just go away. Yeah, let me finish. We know that doesn't just go away.
What's wrong with you?
Am I lying? Did I say a lie? Did I spew a lie? I told the truth. Did I not tell the truth? The groin injury, the groin compromising, that don't just go away. Okay. Now, he came in despite it and got that sack to close the deal. He's a monster. DeMarcus Lawrence. There was some concussion issues last time I checked. He didn't come back into the game. We got to pay attention to that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just telling you. I'm just looking at things right now. All I'm trying to say to you is this. I understand that what we're seeing from the Cowboys seems to be a bit impressive. I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb. He's the number 1 option. I'm looking at Michael Gallup. He's back in the lineup. Schultz, does he have some injury issues?
Knee injury.
I'm just sprinkling stuff out there because I see. Excuse me. Did I ask you to speak? I'm talking.
But we must for the audience.
You sit up there. You sit to wipe that sweat off your brow and wait your turn. I didn't say a word. I listened. Okay. What I just gave to y'all is this. I gave you, now listen, the Giants are winning games and we'll get into them later, okay? But that's Daniel Jones at the quarterback spot, okay? The Commanders, don't get me started, went with another interception to close out the game last.
We're talking about the Cowboys, right?
No. Yeah. I am talking about the Cowboys. These are who the Cowboys played. We're talking about, because y'all ain't just talking about yesterday. Y'all talking about the macro perspective. Yeah. You didn't talk about just yesterday. You talked about how this is the best defense since 2006.
Listen,
that ain't yesterday.
Well, he's compiling information.
Excuse me. I'm just saying, the stuff that y'all gave out, that y'all spewed and disseminated to the public ain't based on just yesterday. It's based on everything we've seen thus far this season. So I'm telling you what we've seen. And I've seen Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, and a Matt Stafford that's a shell of himself, ain't 100% healthy, with a suspect offensive line. I'm seeing a bevy of injuries. I'm seeing the Philadelphia Eagles coming up because this noise is going to end. This noise is going to end this Sunday night, okay? But I'm just saying, but you got your day. All I want to do is say all of that to say this. Move out the way, y'all. Let me look into the camera right here.
Oh, we want to give you the camera.
Little breaststroke move.
America. What do I always tell you? Remember, I'm the one that's been right for 26 plus years and counting when it comes to these Cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, just be patient. Just be patient. I know right now, Cowboy Nation is in an uproar. They feeling themselves. They all at in a bag of chips. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. They got their ultimate pom-pom cheerleader right here. You understand what I'm saying? Vacillating between being a cheerleader and a pastor. I get it. I understand all of that, right? Jerry Jones is in his office right now with that mug, that beautiful palatial office and that practice. He's chilling right now, having a blast. So proud. So proud. Stephen Jones, new grandpa, doing great. Congrats to your family. All the best. You've had a beautiful few months, okay? And wishing you nothing but beautiful success in the future as it pertains to your family. But when it comes to that football field, for all of you Cowboy fans out there, you get nervous when I tell y'all this. Just wait. I'm patient. I know what's coming. And I'm going to remember all of this stuff that y'all were spewing, especially you. Now, I told you last year, and we don't have to revisit last year. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just bringing up last year for the point Only 1 point. The Dallas Cowboys were en route to a 12-5 season.
12-5.
And there was a moment where everybody, he was feeling himself just like he is now. He didn't give an 11-minute sermon, you understand what I'm saying, uninterrupted, but he was that way, Ben Orlovsky. And I sat up there and I said, just wait. Be patient. I said, they won't even win a playoff game. And I had to go and send security to find this brother to come in the first take the next day after they lost. Now, I know you don't see that right now. I know you think that this year is different because you're saying Cooper Rush is here. Look what they're doing with Cooper Rush.
So
imagine what they're going to do.
Said
forget that. The point is, forget that. Dan actually need to be quiet after your Lions got blanketed yesterday. But the point is this. You did this last year. And you're doing it now. And all I'm saying to you is this. The weeks, you're going to have a lot of good weeks.
I'm not going to sit back and just...
But at the end of the day,
I'll be waiting.
First of all, Josh Allen threw for 350 yards and a quarter on you guys yesterday. So let's not bring the Lions... Yes, let's not go there. Let's not go there. The defense, I'll tell you this straight up. If the Cowboys do not win a playoff game this year, if they stay healthy, right? Let's say they live in
Mike McCarthy will be gone.
No. Not only him.
Right.
Not only him.
That?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That defense is legit.
Right.
There's one offense, maybe two, I'll tell you, that I feel good about going against it. Philadelphia is one, and then the Packers is two. So if they don't get a playoff win this year with that defense, I'm just telling you, it will, every eyeball will go to the quarterback.
But let me get back to that joker right there just did something, y'all. That joker just did something. He spent all this time on TV doing this to y'all.
Just promise me, and I'll leave it for you. I'm just saying. I want to promise you on national television. When the fall arrives, because it will. I just want to make sure I'm going to be able to find you. Don't hide.
When I was a little
Don't disappear.
Are you coming Monday?
I'll be here. I'll be here. When I was a younger man and broke growing up in the ghetto, and I used to try to get, nobody want, because you ain't got no money. I tried to talk to a girl. My saying was that what you just did, I used to say, if I can't convince her, I'll confuse her. And that's what you just did. You just confused everybody. Because you couldn't convince them of anything. You just confused people.
You said history of injuries.
Right. And went back. You started talking about injuries. Are you joking?
Guys.
Are you joking?
It did not happen yesterday.
Injuries. We're talking about injuries. That means you got nothing to say about the play on the field.
Did I lie about anything?
What about yesterday?
Oh, my God.
But I said to you, listen, they lost. The Dallas Cowboys were the better teams. The Rams are not the team.
What happened like the
and it's not just the team that beat him. It's how they're beating him, Stephen. It's how they're beating him.
Well, the defense is real.
Right,
the defense is real.
Right, the defense
okay, we understand that. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is this. Listen, the absence of Von Miller had to listen. This guy's a candidate for the player of the year.
You're saved. All right. I'm actually very frustrated because I want you to all know we were supposed to be talking about my Giants beating Aaron Rodgers and the Packers next, but because we went so long, now we have to go straight to
We're going to get the Giants in, though, right?
So we need to get them in later.
Yes,
close to the year. I'm a little frustrated that just happened.
Wait a minute, Dan. When we get to them Packers and Giants, don't be so quick now, Dan. I got some questions because you said a whole lot of things about them Packers, Dan. I love you, Dan, but I'm going to have to let you go when we get over there.
Michael, we talked about this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Transition here. Yeah, serious.
Go ahead.
In 2022, we're all well